Watch his hands. He knows he's going to hit. Hands off the wheel. Try to prevent from injuring your wrist, your hands.
AMR safety team doing the outstanding job like they always do. Marty, there's action on pit road.
Yeah, Lee, we talked about how close these teams were cutting the fuel. Both Penske cars going to have to come to pit road, the 12 and the 22 coming to pit road here because they did not have enough fuel for an overtime. I asked Rudy Fugel a moment ago, William Byron, the leader, do you have enough for an overtime? He said one, maybe.
Let's listen into the second place car of Kyle Larson.
Save all you can. No swerve. Should be good on fuel for this one and would be close if there was another one as well. Save all you can.
Save all you can and no swerve. Basically, don't go back and forth and kind of jostle the fuel up. What can happen is that the pump can actually pump some air and you get air into the system. When you go to full power, there's actually a stumble. You don't want that as well.
Free pit this afternoon.
Well, first Byron, second Larson. Neither are on that list.
Brad Keselowski, he's still in the race, but he saw one of his teammates and one of his employees out in the hardest fashion. To a green-white checker overtime situation, presented by Credit One Bank. Who do you have? Who do you like? And who's going to perform the biggest on the big track? Back to racing and the teammates on the front row. William Byron on the inside, Kyle Larson on the outside. Who's going to make the right decision at the right time? Hocevar in the 77, pushing William Byron. Bubba Wallace pushing Kyle Larson. The teammates on the third row from Joe Gibbs Racing.
Someone's got to make it 3 wide at some point. Who's the first one to do it?
Look at that top line. They're stuck together. Absolutely stuck together. Kyle Busch says, Jeff, I was thinking about making a third lane. Yeah, I will make a third lane.
Up front, big push on the top right here. The 23, will he stay with the 5? He will so far. He's going to push the 5 out to the lead. Will the 5 go down the block? He will, and the 23 will jump to his outside.
But the 23 has good momentum from the 19. Good push. Now the bottom lane is more organized.
3 playoff drivers in the top 4 positions. Bubba Wallace doesn't care about that. He wants another win at Talladega. Kyle Larson's trying to get his first ever win on a super speedway. Wallace has half a car length at the moment. They're Hendrick teammates. What's happened? Look at this. Larson is out. Maybe out of gas. That leaves Wallace. Here comes Briscoe on the inside. Ty Gibbs has got a chance. Gilliland's got a chance. Tucked up on that low line. The Joe Gibbs Racing teammates with Bubba Wallace up high. They're in the shadows of the triangle. Briscoe, Wallace, Gibbs. Chase Briscoe's going to get his first win on a super speedway and lock his way into the championship 4. Byron spins through into the shadows. It's Briscoe's big time on the big track. He joins his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate Denny Hamlin in locking in a berth in Phoenix.
Everybody. Chase Briscoe talked about this week how he felt like he was still proving that he belonged in this car. He continues to prove it.
Right here, you see the pushing. And watch the 24. He's going to get spun around right here off the nose of the 77. Just trying to push him. He loses 24 points in the tri-oval as 3 wide behind for the 19, who easily wins it. It all changed with the 5, I think, ran out of gas. On board with the 24. 24 points in a quarter mile, Jeff.
Right, that is just what's so disappointing for a driver to have a good day and it all go away. He's running 3rd or 4th, right? And Everybody's just pushing and shoving. Here's Larson with the problem.
I thought they were in good position right here because I thought he was backing up to the 24, but then when he pulled out of line, we knew it was an issue. So now the 24 is looking for help. They do a nice job kind of going back to the offense as the 19 turns left. Did a really good job. And how about Ty Gibbs in that 54, sticking to the rear bumper of this 19, giving him a good shove out front.
And here's a pushing and shoving, just trying to get to the line. 20 into the back of the 77, to 77 into the 24. They just got misaligned, and around goes the 24. We talked about it all day long. Pushing in the trial is dangerous, and you saw it.
You done burnt the tires down.
William Byron was terrible from a top 5 finish, maybe a win.